Welcome to the DJCoopes project blog. This is the first video log we're going to be doing, so let's get started. It's an old mechanical keyboard, USB, not PS2 connector actually, which I find rather odd. But let's get started. So, with our toolkit in hand, we may do this. So as you can see, it's in quite a grimy condition. It used to have a label there, but I already pulled that off to see if there's anything underneath, like previous text mark or anything they tried to cover it up. But no, there wasn't, so I decided to grab it. It was for free on the side of the road somewhere. So, yeah. I did test it with a computer, and it did work, but it does need a good clean. And to clean it well, we need to clean it on the inside, and as well as remove the keys as well. So, there, as you can see, it was all stuck in notches, which is unfortunately damaging the cable. So, yeah. Now, because it's rather antiquated technology, it's quite easy to disassemble, which is really nice. So, just a few screws, and it should be done. So, there we have it. All the screws, almost all the screws actually. Wait. Cool. So now that a majority of the screws are missing, we can get back to doing what we're supposed to. So, if we just lift up the back. Okay. Let's try something. It's a membrane keyboard. So I'll put that off to the side. And let's go have a look at this. Now, it's really dusty and dirty, but it does still work. So it appears, wait, let's see if the camera can focus on this. Uses a Chickeny, CHIICONY, rights reserved, 10506881100. I'll post the specs down later. Oh, it's actually larger font there as well. If you can see, because this camera unfortunately isn't the best, but it's what we have to deal with. So, main terminal connector for what appears to be an ATX power, it's ATX style power supply. So, I'm going to pull off the membrane, I think, possibly. Okay, I have to remember to put that back where it was. Now this looks pretty clean since I had the membrane over it for quite a while. That all appears to be stuck down rather tight. Let's have a look under the hood of you, my friend. So these three right here, I'll move it to the center. LED 1, LED 2, and LED 3. Now, these unfortunately don't contrast very well with my camera. It's not the best, but as you can see, that's where they are. They indicate numlock, caps lock, and SCR. I forgot what that is. That's probably going to come back and haunt me later. Ribbon connectors. I really hate ribbon connectors. That's what we have to deal with. So there's some way to pry this off without breaking it. Cool. So, wait, no, okay, the ribbon cables are connected to there. Probably, slide back into place. So just some wipes to wipe down this, which gets rid of a lot of the weird white gunk we have here. Which are just off outlines. I don't know what the white stuff is, because it's not a battery operated product, so it wouldn't be battery acid, which is what usually causes weird gunk in electronics. But appears to be the majority of it. That's as far as we're going to get, so I'll put this screw back in as best as I can. Cool, so now that that screw is back in place, we can go back and put the clean membrane back on. So let's push this out of the way for now. This is the membrane. I'm just gonna actually I'll get a new wire. As you can see, this has quite a lot of crap in it. So, with the membrane now clean, we can insert it back into the main chassis of the keyboard. Now these little tabs need to go under, which I'm not sure I can achieve. So now it does have weird markings on the chip that it has, so I'll try and investigate what that is, but I mean the drivers appear to be working for it fine. So now we've got that out of the way, just push it to the back. You can have a look at this really worn keyboard. I don't think the camera does it justice, just how grimy and dirty this is. Really gross. It does use the old tab system. I'm probably going to have to remove every single key individually along the back of it. So if I can just uses 2 little tabs on the side of each key. So there and there, 2 little tabs that hold the key in place. So then, if I just pull the attachment off the end and just use it as a bare one, you can generally just push it and it'll pop the keys out like so. Let's shift. So then you can see that it's all just grimy and gross along the inside of there. Should be really clean white, but it's just really gross, grey grossness actually. Gunks, there's a good word. So now the process of popping out every single key. Cool, so now that that's done, you can see just how gross this keyboard is. So I'm going to push that forwards without getting any on the nice cleanness. So it's really gross and dusty and grimy. It's got weird crap all in it. So I'm going to go give this a clean. So now that we have all of the adequate protections in place for the desk, we're going to get started and just clean through this. So now for this part I just used a Lego Technic thing because it fits right in perfectly. So I'll just stick that in and go down on each one. Another fine pointy things. And after a while, you generally find that you can't have enough pointy things to just make it smaller and smaller to fit inside the increasingly tinier holes and gaps to get all the grime out of the componentry. So now that we've gotten the majority out, unfortunately we have to try something a little bit more pressuring with it. So let's go take it outside and see what we can do there. So I just went out and hosed it down with a high pressure hose, and I got actually quite a large majority of the gunk off, except for a few little bits here and there. Like this bit here. I'm trying to get out right now. Cool. So now I got, because the majority of it's out now, I'm just gonna try apply some more to get rid of the sticky stuff. Double-sided tape that's left over from the label that used to be here. It's important that you do it in a cyclical motion. That's actually really bad. So it's important that you do it in a cyclical motion, because then it like does stuff and it works better. That's what I found at least. Now it's all nice, spick, span, and clean. I'm gonna go give it a quick dry down, and then we'll be back to clean the keys. Keyboard is mostly dry because I air dried it, so some of the water particles got a little bit everywhere. Nice smooth surface. Now we need to get in all the fine, tiny little cracks and crevices in which the computer. Not computer, sorry. No, why do I keep saying that? Sorry. For some reason, I keep thinking like it's the Commodore 64, and in fact it's not. So, just like that. Get in along there, because that's where moisture resides. We also don't want any paper towel getting everywhere. Kind of like what happened with the tissues I used earlier, which weren't the most robust things on the planet. There we go. Rather clean. So we shall put that off to a side. Not that one, it's called dirty stuff. Just at the top here. And then we can get on with the keys. So the keys, as nicely demonstrated by this, are really grimy on the inside. Got heaps of crap everywhere. I'm really tempted just to take it all outside and spray it with a hose, the pressure one, because then they'll get out a majority of stuff, but it's too small, so you have to do it individually. Go, and now we have a nice clean shift key. Now, what I'm doing here is just simply rubbing the cleaning agent. No, sorry. No. What I'm doing here is spraying the cleaning agent on to the paper towel and then just rubbing the sides against it, because it actually does a pretty good job of cleaning the keys. Now we just simply slide the metal bars in. So as you can see, the keyboard has now got all the keys back in it, nice and clean, shining like almost new. So now it's just to clean up and screw everything back together. Now that everything is cleaned, everything's all cleared off the desk, we can now put the entire thing back together again. So, I've finished reassembling it, and now to prove that it works, I'm going to type something up in the Commodore 64 emulator on the laptop.